there's a reason I'm not wearing makeup right now. But first, I want to talk to you about Squarespace. Hey guys, it's Brian. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about something I'm very weirdly passionate about, and that's skincare. I am weirdly, out of my friends, the resident skincare expert, and I don't know why. Basically, I'm gonna start talking about my skincare regimen, and as you can see, I have still a lot of problem areas. And before I start doing any of this regimen works for me. It might not necessarily work for you because everyone's skin type is different. I have combination skin, so my cheeks are fairly normal, but my T-zone is super oily. So if anyone wanted to know what my skin type was before I started talking about this, that's my skin. Also, preface again, I'm not a skincare professional, I just like skincare. So before I start talking, I want to show you literally everything I use. I use a lot. Every single thing is fairly basic, but there is one thing in my skincare regimen that is prescribed to me by my dermatologist, so I'm not going to really talk about it that much, but I will talk about alternative, I guess, ways you can use the same product as I do if you obviously want to start using it. So before I start, I want to talk about my skin before. From what my dermatologist says, I have cystic acne, I think. My skin is fairly acne prone and I have a lot of scars from picking, which I know is bad, but I still do it. There are a couple active spots right now, but I'm not too worried about them because they are disappearing. My main thing right now is just like my acne marks and stuff. That's basically what I'm trying to do, but at the same time trying to prevent future breakouts. I was gonna make this video a lot earlier, like a couple weeks before, but I just added some new things to my skincare regimen, and so my skin was purging and I didn't want to be on camera without makeup for it, so I didn't do it. First things first, I guess, is before I talk about the products in specific, when you start using new products in your skincare regimen, you have to wait 1.5 to about 2 months for your skin to like acclimate to the product for it to actually show real results. And in addition to that, if you're adding a new skincare regimen, especially if it's an AHA, a BHA, or like a retinol or things like that, your skin will start to purge, which is basically when like all the gunk and stuff comes out. Your skin tends to purge between the first month or so, or month and a half. The difference between purging and a breakout is usually that when you purge, the spots go away fairly quickly, and when you break out, it usually doesn't necessarily go away. But also, a purge, you get spots in the places you usually would kind of get spots. So for example, when my skin starts to purge, a lot of it happens around my like chin area and my forehead. But then if I were breaking out as a negative reaction to the new things I would be using, I'd be usually breaking out in my cheeks or like this area. I have a routine in the morning and I have a routine at night, and it's different, and it depends on each day because I have certain things that I do on specific days, and I'll get into that. So my routine in the morning is I wash my face with Glossier's Milky Jelly Cleanser. I kind of like it just because it's not too stripping, and usually when you're acne prone, you don't really want to strip your skin of oil, mostly because you don't want it to over dry and then your skin gets flaky and gross. And right after, you know, I wash my face and then I wipe it off with water, I usually go in with these three. So this is a 2% salicylic acid from The Ordinary, and then this is the Pixie Glow Tonic, which is a glycolic acid toner, and this is just benzoyl peroxide from Neutrogena. Every single day I use the benzoyl peroxide because it kills all the bacteria that cause your breakouts. So I use this every day to dry out and, like, I guess clean out existing breakouts. But with these two, I switch out every day. Now this morning I used the salicylic acid first, then I, you know, put it on my skin, and then I went in with benzoyl peroxide. So tomorrow I will use the Glow Tonic, which I have these cotton pads for, and then I will use the benzoyl peroxide after, because I don't want to mix these three, because I could be wrong, but I've researched online that glycolic and salicylic kind of cancel each other out, so you don't really want to use them together. But at the same time, all these three are fairly drying, and you kind of don't want to overload your skin with this much acid, which will strip your skin of oil and make it, again, flaky and gross, and you don't really want that. But salicylic acid and glycolic acid sort of do the same thing. They're both kind of help accelerate turnover and gets rid of dead skin and things like that. After I wash my face, I usually go in with this. This is 100% plant-derived squalane. It's an oil, basically, and it helps hydrate your skin. I use this right after I use my treatments as the moisturizing base, if you will. And you would think that because I have oily skin, I want to stay away from oils, but oily skin is just a side effect of having not enough moisture stay on your skin, because your skin creates oils after the water in your pores and stuff has evaporated out, and so it creates oils to keep your skin moisturized. And if you have oily skin, the water evaporates faster, so your skin overproduces oil, which makes you look oily. A way to remedy it is to moisturize better. And so I use the squalane oil. It helps. I don't remember exactly what it does, but it works for me. On top of that, I use also from The Ordinary. By the way, a lot of my products are from The Ordinary. This isn't a sponsored video because no one knows I exist. But if The Ordinary are listening and watching, I'd be a great spokesperson. I love your stuff. It's great. I use this hyaluronic acid natural moisturizing factor moisturizer. The consistency is kind of weird. It's kind of moussey. So I just use about this much, like your fingers width, because I don't want to waste it because I don't got a lot of money, you feel me? I just use a little bit because a little goes a long way. Even this much covers my entire face because it spreads really easily. It's a little sticky and tacky right after I put it on, which I think is because of the hyaluronic acid, but I kind of like it just because I weirdly know it's working. After that, obviously, I use a sunscreen, and it's just the Up and Up brand from Target. It's just an oil-free facial moisturizer with sunscreen. It has SPF 15. I used to use the Cetaphil, the one for acne prone that is also SPF, but I just decided to start using this one just because it's a lot cheaper. And then usually depending on the day, of course, I usually put on makeup, and if I do, I go in with the Mario Badescu facial spray, the one with rose water, aloe, and herbs. Thanks, Maddie. And I just use it to spritz my, you know what? I use this to spritz myself just right after to lock in the powders and all the makeup that I'm wearing, but also I kind of use it randomly throughout the day if my skin's feeling a bit wacko and dry, which it is right now just because I just got up from a nap. At night, my skincare routine is a little bit different. Again, I still use the same thing. I wash my face with a milky jelly cleanser. But if I'm wearing makeup that day, I go in with these simple cleansing wipes, and they're with micellar water. I just use it to wipe off my face before. I go in with a milky jelly cleanser. I kind of like micellar water because it's not too harsh and it's not that stripping, and it's alcohol free. After I wash my face, I go in with the serum of hyaluronic acid from The Ordinary, which has B5 in it. I don't know what the B5 does, but I do know that hyaluronic acid is really good moisturizer. It's an emollient, I think. So I just place a couple drops Instagram beauty guru style and just wipe it on, and it gets kind of tacky, which is nice. And then right after that, I use the squalane that I use in the morning for more moisture. And after that, I just go in with this Nivea soft moisturizing cream. It sinks into your skin really quickly, plus it just feels really nice. But it just kind of smells really nice and clean. I usually wait 20 to 45 minutes right after I do my moisturizing before I put on this. And this is tretinoin cream, which is also known as Retin-A. This is prescribed to me by my doctor, so I can't really say you can or cannot because I'm not a medical professional. There are retinols that you can, retinol serums that you can find. You can also look for vitamin A or E serums, like the salicylic and this stuff like that. It kind of promotes cell turnover, gets rid of wrinkles, gets rid of spots, just like that. Now that's what I usually do every day, but I do switch things up during the week. And I usually start with this. This looks disgusting. This is an exfoliator that I made with brown sugar, oats, and honey. Basically, you just wet your face, you grab a little scoop, and then you exfoliate. I usually do this about 2 times a week, and then I kind of leave it on for maybe 5 minutes just for the honey to kind of sink into my skin, because honey does have antibacterial properties, which helps in clearing out breakouts, not breakups, I wish. But I actually do this before I wash my face, and then I wash my face with the Milky Jelly Cleanser as usual. And then I use this, but this, oh, you can see, there you go. You can kind of see it, I don't want to spill out on my bed, is bentonite clay, but you can get it on Amazon, I think, for like £1 or something. You can get it for $11, which is a lot. So I use this face mask about once a week. It is a clay mask, so it just sucks everything up. And I use about a tablespoon of this, equal parts this and water, with one of those little charcoal pill tablets, a couple drops of tea tree oil, and water, and I just mix it up, and I just put it on my face and leave it on for about 30 minutes, or 20 to 30. And the thing about it that's kind of weird is you can kind of feel it pulsating, and it's really weird, but I just trust that it works really well. But if you do use this for the first time, just know, a lot like all the other skincare, your skin will kind of purge. Because this is a clay mask and it draws everything out, you might get like a couple spots the day after, and in addition to that, your skin might be really red, which is also normal with this because it is a clay mask and it's super hardening and tightening. Just make sure to kind of like leave the water running a little bit after you washed it off, because it can clog your pipes, so just be mindful of that. That, my friends, is my skincare routine. It's a lot, which could be bad, because I know you can overuse too many products on your skin, which is kind of bad, but it works for me. I will try to leave links to things if I find them down in the description if you want to check it out, or if you want to buy it for yourself. But other than that, I hope you guys have a good day. You know, hope your skin clears. School is going well if you're in school. Hope work is going well if you're working. If you're not doing either, hope life is going well, you know? I don't know. Hope you're having a great whatever. You know what? I hope you have the day you deserve. And as shady as that sounds, if you're a good person, you'll have a good day. Is all I'm saying. Yep. So anyway, bye guys.